He was fun all the time, though. A lot of things. And one of the things that was so fun about him is he'd approach things very seriously. And then you'd make fun of about him being so serious, and then he'd laugh. He'd get, that's one of the things that he, would do.
The Thunderbird had a 454 engine in it. And one day I was with him, and he burned rubber out of our subdivision. And he turned to me and he smiled and he says, "I don't ever want to catch you doing that." And I said, "Don't worry, Dad, you'll never catch me doing that." And he never did.
I think Dad just liking to have fun. It was always so good to see Dad laugh and smile and enjoy himself, and just seeing him enjoy himself all the time. And at those times, I loved to see him laugh and smile, and even sometimes when he was in a stinkery mood and you were teasing with him, and have him come out of it and just smile and laugh.
He had a big heart, a huge heart, and I think his heart, he used the muscles in his heart so much that it wore him out. And his heart gave.
He had his little Jazzy, and Amelia immediately had a hold of the control, taking Grandpa around, and I have heels, and it took him I told him it was funner than a lagoon ride, and he had a lot of fun with that.
He was extremely giving. He'd give you anything. If you didn't have a pair of pants, he'd give you his pants.
My dad loved fishing. He loved a lot of things in life. He loved the mountains. He loved driving. He loved taking a drive in the mountains. But he loved fishing. I could write a book about all the things that I've learned from my dad going fishing with him.
Him teaching me how to ride my bike. And I was thinking about that last night. And thinking about how scared I was. And how reassuring he was that it would all be okay. And I remember having his hand on the seat of my bike and how safe I felt. And I remember him letting go, and I was really mad at him. But he kept encouraging me, and "It's going to be okay, you can do it, you can do it." And he taught me that it was okay to get the help, but that I could do it myself.
He was always there. You could always call him, and he'd be there for you. And not only would he be there, then he'd call you back and say, "I've got this, 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 and this, and let's do this, and let's," and he'd come up with a plan or a solution or just be there.
He liked us, but he loved his grandkids. He tolerated us, but he loved his grandkids.
He just taught us everything. And sometimes, through the challenges of his life, he taught, and even when he didn't want to, but he was a teacher. That's what he was here for, was to teach his 7 children what it meant to be in this world and have a life.
But he was, if he had 20 bucks in his pocket, well, let me help you out with the 20 bucks, let me take care of the gas. In his older age, they didn't have that much, and he was still trying to, take care of things, still trying to, pay for this, pay for that. You'd take him for a ride, and he'd want to pay for the gas. "No, I can't do that." "Well, I insist." "Dad, you don't have it, you can't," that's just how he was.
He loved his grandkids. He loved them a lot, and they meant a lot to him. And the last get-together was Mom's birthday that I remember, and he was in his room just ornery, mad that he wasn't able to get ready as fast as he wanted to, and was having some problems, and kept telling him, "You better hurry," because everybody was out there. And the minute he came in the room and saw all his grandkids, he just beamed. He just loved his grandkids. He liked us, but he loved the grandkids.
Remember how he treated people. Remember that he treated people with respect. And it's something I always carried with me.
We always had a place to live, good food. Mom was a great cook, and he provided all those things. And all I ever heard, I heard how he struggled, you know. I didn't see it. You know, he was very determined to make it that we had a very good life. And I think he did an absolutely fantastic job of that.
Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Praise the mount, I'm fixed upon it, mount of thy redeeming love. Here I'll raise my Ebenezer, hither by thy help I'm come, and I hope by some good measure safely to arrive at home. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it, prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts above. Oh, to grace, how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy goodness as a fetter bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it, prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts above. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts above.
At times ornery.
Stubborn.
Father, friend,
He was a friend to all.
Loving.
Determination.
Generous.
And there's the stubborn comes in.
Father.
husband,
Grandfather, father.
Kind.
I will explain curmudgeon. It's very crispy and crusty on the outside with a marshmallow center.
Very loving and caring.
fisherman.
He was a lovable man.
And then friendship, because he was always my friend. Always.